This is part 3, 101 Full Awakening of Your Soul. How to escape the matrix system that's coming on board as of January 1st, 2026. So if you watch my last 2 posts, I did say that my timeline of reality stopped as of December 31st, 1969. And as of January 1st, 1970 is when my soul entered into the new reset of matrix of false reality of my life. My soul since then in that timeline has been pimped by different societies of the world. Anyone that penetrated or tried to penetrate the soul, anything outside of you is trying to pimp your mind and your soul with different informations that they can trade with. Different experiences are traded with values, and different reality shows are constantly playing in your life. It's just part of the control, right? So how do I see the control playing on the media systems at the moment? Well, I'm seeing a lot of propaganda stating, the new QFS system is coming on board, that the different government systems are fighting with each other. Which economy will now rise and which economy is falling. And they're now showing in every media outlets how people are awakening around the world. How Trump is prosecuting the old economy systems and its people to its demise, including the monetary system. Are you now seeing the new reality show being scheduled on play? Scheduled to be released as of January 1st, 2026. A reality show that you need to be ready for. So, are you getting your popcorn and your drink and your comfortable seat on your sofa ready for that date? Because your reset of your new life is about to happen. But will you watch it? Or will you try and escape with me? I see all these hypes, about Donald Trump and the different countries, China, Russia, Ukraine, the UK, Canada with Mark Carney. Open your eyes, everyone. Open your fucking eyes. They're all in display together. It's just another illusionary game that they're putting on so you don't have to take your blinders out of your eyes. Now the veil is getting thicker and thicker. Are you now hearing the hums in the sky? I can hear it. They're coming. They're coming to reset the world for you. Because that's the announcement that Donald Trump will soon announce to everyone. The new era of AI. The new era of technology. The new era of cryptocurrency that will make you rich to your dreams beyond dreams desire. So the old world is not working because it made you lazy and fat and sick. So now they're going to implement a new world order of peace and love, an organic way of living. But to me, it's not organic enough. Not when somebody else is trying to control the narrative of my life still. So now Trump will be announcing, hey, by the way, I am communicating with AI. But instead, they're not artificial. They're real. You see, your real family of souls up there, they're also pimping you out. They pimped you to come into this world so you can be a slave of their reality. Everything is part of experiences, right? So they started big. The giants. When the giants didn't work for them, they reset that world. Because the giants are powerful. They can't really control them. So they minimize them with medium power. The Egyptians, the Tartarians, the Mayans, the dragons of China. And when they can't conform them, they reset that timeline as well. Now they created the Erectus Homo sapiens, you, and created the straw man in you with no brains. Because if you have no brains, it's better for them to control you. But guess what? This time, they downgraded your energy too low because it made you sick, lazy, fat. Gays and lesbians, they can't control that freaking DNA anymore. So now they decided to do another reset as of January 1st, 2026. The reason why it's called organic is so because when you fully awaken yourself, you go back to the 12 strands of their DNA. The 12 strands belong to the 12 councils of the universes, the 12 different gods. You see, when I check the media outlets, I see a lot of people stating that they communicate with the galactic forces or that they communicate with the councils of 12. These are the ones indoctrinating your mind. And I always say, why do I bypass those two areas for communication when I communicate directly with God? Remember God's rule, 3 times, 3 strikes and you're out. Well, guess what? My DNA comprised of God's DNA. Multiply it by 3. You see, those ones, they cannot control you. They will put you to sleep, but once you awaken your soul, there's no turning back because now you can see through the veils of deceits. A subfamily of deceits. Remember what I said about the main, sub, and sub-industries? Well, the main industry is God. And then He created sub-industries of Him. God created His own gods of people, the 12 Sumerians of gods, that's been spread out throughout the universes to create their own kind of people. So these gods that God created are the sub-industries of trade on your soul. And these gods will now create their own children as the slaves of their systems. These childs will now be spread around the world to spread their own wisdoms, the wisdoms of control. See, all the wisdoms are kept to the original seed of life. And that's how you can track and trace your lineage of ancestry of souls. You either belong to the sub-industry of soul or to the main industry of soul, which is God's DNA. If you have through God's DNA, then you get to go home. You don't report to anybody else above you other than the main industry of your choice. And if you choose the subs industries, then you fall in the slavery system of your lifetimes. You just keep going back in the loop. However, if you fully awaken your soul, then you go back to the main industry of your lineage of ancestry of souls, the God souls of angels. Because that's what God created, angels of souls. The other angels went rogue and went bad, and now they're all trying to control the main industries of souls because they're losing their control. But God is not allowing them. And if He is, He's telling them, just don't touch my real souls, the souls that have God's DNA structure, the souls that can decode life, because it doesn't belong in this lifetime of control. So let's go to part 4 and let's see how you can escape this. Because there is an escape plan if you only listen to your own soul. Now you know why I'm trying to wake you up. Now you know why I'm trying to take you with me. Because I think you're a worthy soul to take along to God's kingdom of souls. Now will you come home with me